Okay, I am so excited to have you guys here. Hopefully, I can stay on top of muting if needed. Um, I think the trainers that we've had so far have been so good. Emily shared so many great pieces about how to move forward, how to grow, the activity that makes things happen. And then Blair did an awesome job with, I just blanked on what her call was about, which is really bad. What did she talk about? I'm trying to think now that I'm marketing. She did marketing. Oh my gosh. And she gave me so many great things to work with as far as reaching out to people, especially during the holiday season. Her tips on like the one-on-one meetings with people, please take advantage of this season and doing that. She gave a ton of great tips. So please reference her Wix again and again. So many good things. So I am talking about online parties tonight. I actually really love online parties. It was very clear to me right when I started in Zaya that I was going to have to find a way to market Zaya to people outside of my 10-mile radius of my house, or even 2 or 3 hours away, because I did not want to be away from my family every night to do parties, or even every weekend. I really love to take advantage of online parties. I learned how to do them in my previous direct sales business. And so when I came into Zaya, I was like, I know how to do this. I'm gonna do it. So a lot of what you guys see with online parties and kind of the format of them is actually from what I learned in my other business. And it's been taught to the downlines and the downlines and the downlines. And obviously, hopefully we've fine-tuned it a little bit. It's gotten better and better every time we've done it. So what is an online event? It is a Facebook or Instagram party where you showcase and teach the people all about our products instead of at their home or place of business. So this is the really important thing, is that you don't treat it like it's just some virtual experience. You have to present this like the hostess is standing right next to you and you want to give her friends and family the best experience. Now, I'm going to be the first one to tell you guys, some of my parties go awesome. Some of them suck. Sometimes the hostess is really great and it still sucks. Sometimes the hostess is terrible and it does awesome. It's just, you never know. Okay. It's just a Facebook party. It is what it is. Okay. But I would rather have 10 Facebook parties a month and not have to necessarily be leaving my family every night or every weekend and do those parties. Now, home parties in conjunction with an online party is something that I strongly suggest. So if this person that you're doing an online holiday party for lives an hour away from you, you should definitely still do an online party, and in the middle of the party, do an event at her house, at her place of business, where she works, whatever it is, okay? So, holiday parties are pretty much just like regular Facebook parties. So it's not going to be too different than what we teach with Facebook parties and Instagram parties. But you're going to be more centered around the holiday season and making sure the hostess knows that this is a way for her to get her Christmas gifts, presents, holiday presents, whatever you want to call it, for less. We have the extended return window. So we have until January 5th. This is on any unwashed and unworn items that need to have a different size or a different item. Okay. I haven't done a live on this yet in the Facebook group, but it is uber important that we teach our customers and even ourselves that do not wear or wash an item unless you are 100% positive that you love the fit and you love the way it looks. Okay. Make sure that your customers know that. I would just get in the habit of telling them, for them to be able to get a return or an exchange, they have to have the tags on it and they have to have the original packaging. That is going to save them a lot of time for corporate to have to process that refund if those things are already in place. Okay. So just get in the habit of that right now. Maybe we need to make some graphics. That's actually a really good thing for me to keep in mind. Some graphics to share with our customers. Okay. So the first thing is, how do you find hostesses? Okay, so this is actually not just about holiday parties. I want you guys to get your calendars booked for November and December. And hopefully, as you're doing that, you're going to have spillover into January. Okay, so if you don't have any parties booked this month, it's probably because you didn't try to book parties last month, right? Does that sound about right? I really love you guys interacting. So don't feel like you can't like shake your head at me. Don't feel like you're not in this conversation with me. Like I'm looking at your guys' faces. So I want to see your heads shaking. Okay. So if you didn't do anything last month, guess what? You probably don't have anything going on this month. So it's not that this doesn't work or that people don't want to host parties with you. It's just that you didn't probably give them enough time to want to do one necessarily maybe this month. So if you haven't gotten onto the horn about this, start messaging ASAP. Good job, Julie. She got 7 booked this month. That's awesome. Okay. So these parties are so important, right? Now, don't spam. Okay. This is something I talked about in the Wix. Be genuine in your messaging. I think this is something that really needs to be taught. And that's why I'm doing that on these online parties, because how we get our hostesses set up is super important. Okay. So when you message people online, you want to be real. These hostesses, relationships, these customers, they take time. So if you start messaging today, it might be a couple weeks before they actually decide to buy something or become a hostess or maybe even rep, right? Usually people take time to marinate. It's actually my favorite way to describe this business is think about customers and hostesses and reps as a delicious piece of meat that you are putting in a Ziploc bag with oil and garlic and all these spices and flavors because you are going to tenderize that meat. You're going to put some balsamic vinegar in there. I don't know. You're going to make it just so tasty. But if you put that piece of meat, that hostess, that customer, right into the bag, and then 10 minutes later you take it out and you go and cook it, it's probably not going to have tenderized enough. It's not going to be quite ready. It's maybe not going to be totally flavorful. It needs a little more time, right? Okay, now some pieces of meat tenderize more quickly. If you're vegan, think of this as your carrots that you're tenderizing. Okay, you're just giving them some flavor. You're gonna, right? Okay, so you've got to give people time to kind of think things over. Oh, maybe that would be a better time for me, like next week or in a couple weeks. Maybe I can't, host for a couple months. January would be a better time for me. I'm not ready to become a rep. I've got something going on. My husband just had major surgery. Okay, there's tons of things that go on in people's lives. All right. So be genuine. All right. You should always be aiming to do the following: make real and lasting friendships, connect online in a genuine way, show that you care for others. Now, this is really important. If a hostess reschedules, don't be mean about it. Something came up, and if she's not comfortable doing it right now, just move the party. It's okay. Turn her into a customer and love on her and give her the best customer service she's ever received. Okay. Same thing with the rep. If they're not ready to join, love on them, try to overcome their objections, but be sincere and caring in what their needs are and what's actually happening in their life. And I promise you, it'll pay off in the long run. Okay. Be the real you. Don't try to be your upline. Don't try to be your crossline sister. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be somebody in another business. Okay. Be you. Compliment others and help them feel good and have a better day. I think we all can agree that life can be really hard some days. Yesterday, I was in the worst mood when I did my live in the warehouse, and I had 2 of my frontline reps. Well, one of them was a frontline, one was the second line. They messaged me and they're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I am, but it was a little rough. And I explained to them, I had some things happen when I was at the warehouse. It was frustrating, whatever, right? So compliment others, help them feel good, help them know that you care about them, okay? There's so many ways to do that. And direct sales is a relationship business. This is all about relationships. Yes, we have a great product, but the best product is honestly is you. What you're sharing and what you're giving to people, like that's what people are buying. They're not necessarily buying a sports bra. They're buying Ellie. They're buying Sandy. They're buying these people that they've developed a relationship with. Okay, so 20 direct message conversation starters. Here's 20 of them. They were in the Wix. Hey, Amanda, long time no talk. How have you been? Hey, Samantha, thought about you the other day. Wanted to check in. Now, after you message this, don't jump in and say, I wanted to tell you all about Zaya, and I think you should be a hostess because I can tell that your finances are a little rough right now, and you probably want to buy some more things for your kids for Christmas. That is like, no, be a friend, be genuine. If they ask you how things been, you can say, I just started with this awesome activewear company. It's been so fun. I'm having the best time. Have you heard of Zaya? Okay. Make it easy and nice and not all up in their face. Okay. So many ways to message people right here. Okay. Like I said, once there's the combo going, you can kind of do a natural lead into Zaya. Okay. One of my favorite questions to ask is, have you heard of Zaya? Have you touched Zaya? Have you tried Zaya? Now, I am of the mindset that I love to get a customer first, because I feel like if I can have a customer and help them have an amazing experience, they'll hopefully become a hostess. And if they become a hostess, hopefully they'll become a rep, right? Now, you never know, okay? You're just working with people. You're loving on people. You're letting those different kinds of meats marinate. One girl you'd offer for her to try the clothes, and she's like, forget that, I'm just going to join. And you're like, oh my gosh. Another girl, you offer her for her to try the clothes, and she's like, well, I don't know. I really love Lululemon, and I want to try 10 different leggings, and I'll probably only like none of them. And you're like, oh my gosh, right? So you just never know what kind of person you're going to get and what you're going to interact with. So I love to offer a small discount for people's first purchase. And I always say it has to be over $50, okay? Because what does that mean? It means they're actually going to buy something that's going to make me a little bit of money. It's probably going to be a pair of leggings. Maybe it's going to be a bra and a tank top. Okay. So it kind of forces their hand to make a different selection than like buying the hat. And you're like, well, great. I just gave you $15 coupon and you bought a hat or a couple pairs of socks or the comfort bra. Like, no. Okay. So I like to offer just a small discount. Now, what I do is I go and buy a gift card in my back office, and I say, here's the code. And I can promise you that if you offer it to 20 people, probably one or two will actually take you up on it. Okay. I'm okay with those odds. I'm all right with it. Now, don't be afraid that you're like going to be spending all this money on gift cards. Okay. So that's a great way. Then you got an order and a party for yourself. You can get rewards. You can get things for people to try on. You can message your neighbor, your friend across town. Hey, you should try Zaya. Would you want me to drop off a drop-off bag? Okay. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but that's another thing to do. Okay. So once they've tried the clothes, I always try to turn them into a hostess. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to jump down just a little bit. Okay. First of all, once you get that hostess and she's ready to go and she's ready to have that party, she's excited, let her know what the hostess rewards are. She has to know what she's aiming at. Now, I am very guilty of not doing this. And like 2 days into the party, she's like, so what am I going for? Now, I probably sent her the email for hostesses that I send to them. She might not have read it. Okay. So it's really important that you just go over a couple things before the party starts. So make sure she knows what she's going for. What does she want? What's her goal for the party? That will really affect how she interacts with her friends and family. Okay. Next thing is make sure she personally and privately invites the guests. Okay. I love the posting of the blurb to social media. It works really well, but I'm going to warn you guys, we're getting bigger. There's more of us posting the blurbs. More people have seen it probably now a few times. Okay. We're starting to hit where there's lots more of us, more people are crossing paths. So it's really important that not only do they post the blurb, but that they message people privately, because not everybody's on Facebook. Not everybody's on Instagram. You can have her send the link to shop, have her send out to, texting or whatever, send the link for people to shop. Okay. And invite them to her party. Okay. Individual messaging goes a long, long ways. So there's a couple example hostess invites that are right here. Julie, I just put, they're in the Wix. So there's example 1, who loves leggings that stay up and are squat proof? Me too. I have been using Zaya Activewear for a while now. Like, you can edit this and make it whatever you want. I can promise you your upline, whoever sponsored you into Zaya, has a blurb. Literally, Chrissy, Natalie, Ellie, Allison, Teresa, all of my beginning little core group, this is what we posted. This is what we shared, okay? So somebody's got it because you're all on my team if you're on this call. So next, get ready to party. So first thing, set up the party in your back office and then create the party on Facebook or Instagram. There's tons of training on Instagram parties on Zaya Life that Natalie Swenson has done. So first things first, with Facebook, you have to decide if you want it to be a group or an event. I personally like groups, and this is the reason why. I have just had 2 girls that I did parties for. One was a year ago, one was 6 months ago, decide to do a party again. And I just went back and I used the same group again and just posted again. And it was super easy and really nice that I had all those people still in there and all that information. It was just great. So I prefer groups. I know some people prefer events. It's totally up to you. This is where you're going to have to do it to figure it out. Okay. This is a great way to ask people, hey, I'm trying to get better at my Facebook parties, my online parties. Would you be willing to do one for me? Okay. That's a great way to get more parties booked. Julie, honestly, the only thing that keeps you out of Facebook jail, and I can attest to this. So I had 4 parties going on last week on Facebook, and it was the first time that I was not put in jail. And I think it's because I was using Post My Party. So I'm not sure if I want to use a secondary app anymore, even though it makes my life really easy. If you have more than one party, it's probably going to flag them. And honestly, once you're flagged as like a spammer, you're kind of in trouble because they're going to watch you like crazy. And yes, make sure your posts are your own. The wording is different. And the other thing is you have to make your posts spread out. So for example, on Wednesdays, I'll go into my personal VIP group, I'll make the post. Then I'll go into the other party, make the post, but I schedule it for 30 minutes later. It doesn't matter anymore if you post it right away or not. Okay. Yeah, Amanda, and Blair, yeah, they make your life so much easier, but for some reason, Facebook does not like those apps and they're flagging them and we're getting put in jail and it's not worth it. So 30 minutes apart is safe. And that's actually the limit that Facebook has put on those posts. So when you go to schedule it, it forces you, it has to be 30 minutes apart. So, yeah. So just schedule the posts. Honestly, I know it's a little more tedious, but it's better. If running too many parties during the week online makes you crazy, just do 1 or 2. And just make sure that you are on that party, okay? That you are not spreading yourself too thin. So what I love about Instagram parties, there's 2 different ways you can run an Instagram party: on a messenger thread where you can add up to 30 people, or you can create a secondary account that is just for parties. So your hostess would add everybody. You have all the little squares already as posts, and they just click through, figure out the information they want and all that. And you can still do stories on it. So you can do videos, you can do your funny little boomerangs. There's so many things you can do if you do it as like a secondary Instagram. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I hope I am. It's just another Instagram account, but it's just for parties. So once you do the work, it's kind of done. You just have to run the stories, which is really nice. Okay. Yes. And do not post in the same order in your parties. Marianne just said that too. That's awesome. Yeah. And don't post the link. And I'm telling you guys, once you're kind of flagged, it's like they are watching you, like somebody invisible is out there watching you. It's kind of creepy. Okay. And then, like I said, you'll have to do test parties to figure out which platform you prefer. The key here, do parties. Okay? We've all done them and they've really sucked, okay? Like, I can't raise my hand high enough, you guys. Like, I have done so many parties. Like, they just are either good, great, or terrible. And it's just the way it is, okay? And it's how I want to run my business. I prefer to do them online. It's just the way it goes, okay? Second, make sure she has personally invited people. So you're going to set it up in your back office. Then you're going to set it up online. You're going to figure out where she wants this party at. And then second, you make sure she's ready to invite people and that it's personal. So this is an example of a personal script for your lady to send out. Hey, Amanda, I wanted to let you know I was hosting an online party with Zaya. They have the cutest activewear, the leggings stay up, don't fall down, and don't go sheer. The party will be from Tuesday, November 8th at 7 p.m. until Thursday, November 10th at midnight, and will be held right on Facebook, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Third, I strongly suggest, if possible, to do a home party in conjunction with this online party. And I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Okay? So, and then, sorry, you guys. Fourth, make sure you go live once a day. I've done a lot of testing with parties. Honestly, the best length of time is 3 days. If you need to extend it to 4, you can, but any longer, it's kind of burnout. So day 1, do a welcome live. Tell them how you know the hostess. Pretend like they are sitting right in front of you and you are doing a home show. Tell them how you know the hostess. Tell them how you've gotten involved in Zaya, what your experience has been. And then what I suggest is sharing your 3 favorite pieces: a tank, a bra, and a bottom. Okay, or a top, a bra, and a bottom. Okay. I always end up sharing the bomber bra because that was why I started to sell, what really got me passionate about Zaya. So share that too. Okay. That's what I do in my welcome video. I actually prefer to keep my videos short, not long. Okay. Second day. So usually I start mine on a Tuesday, and I usually start at around 5 or 6 p.m. I'll do my live between 7 and 8 p.m. because, believe it or not, between 7 and 9 p.m. is when everyone is the most active on Facebook. So if it's a Facebook party, that's when I go live. Okay. And then I do a bunch of posts about bras on the same day. Second day is new releases. I talk about leggings and new releases, or I'll talk about tanks and tops. It just kind of depends. I'll go live again on the second day. I'll explain to them what Zaya Wednesday is, and I'll share with them leggings. So I try not to make these long again. So I'll show them the joggers. I'll show them the everywhere pants. I'll show them the light and tights, why they're different than the Brilliance and the Luxe, and then I'll show them a Brilliant or a Luxe, depending on what we have in stock. Okay. Then by day 3, depending on where things are at, I'll either be wrapping it up or I'll be telling them that we're going to be extending. So I go on live again. I usually do gift card giveaways to whoever's most active. And I do usually 3 of them. It depends on what your budget is. You can do free shipping on orders over 50. There's lots of ways to make this really awesome for your hostess. So I don't do a lot of giveaways in my VIP group. Where I give a lot of my giveaways at is in my parties, because I'm trying to get new customers. I'm trying to get new addicted people to Zaya. Okay. I already know my VIP group loves Zaya, right? So I'll give them things every once in a while throughout the month, but I don't do a ton of it. But you better believe I'm working my parties to get new business. Okay. That last night, I really try to let them know, like, the party's ending. Your girl's this far away from her hostess rewards. Who's going to help our girl out? Yada, yada. Okay. There are tons of Facebook example parties online. So ask your sponsor to be added to one. And I'm sure they've done at least one, or their upline has. Okay. Lastly, who's the most important person in the online party and even at the home party? But who's the most important person? Is it you? Is it the guests? It's the hostess. Good job. You guys know this. The hostess is the most important person. I am going to make her my customer for life. Like, I have no other goal than for her to be like, I don't even know what my orders were. I just loved the party. I just loved Natalie, or I just loved what she did and how she shared about me. Okay. So she is the center of attention. It's no different than if I was at her home. I would be talking about her. I'd be figuring out, like, how do you guys know each other? What's going on? So I love playing a beginning gift game where they have to post a GIF of how they know the hostess. I always give away a gift card from those comments. Okay. You can do other ones like pick her favorite pair of workout shoes, or what's her favorite way to work out. Every correct answer puts you in the drawing to win a gift card. What's her favorite pair of Zaya leggings? By the way, if you say what's her favorite pair of leggings, it's not a good idea, because I've been told other leggings and I was like, you know that I'm selling Zaya and you just told me another brand. Anyways, this probably never happened to anybody else, but it's happened to me. So ask her to pick out 4 pairs of bottoms, and then everybody gets to guess which ones are her favorite. Okay. I love these kind of interaction games. I feel like they go over really well. You can ask things like, what are your guys' favorite ways to work out? What items do you guys want me to share with you? Okay. Be involved with the guests like you would if you were at her house. You wouldn't just share joggers if they're all triathletes that are watching. They'd be like, I mean, they will love our joggers, but they'll be really interested in like shorts and sports bras and tanks, right? And ones for long distance things that won't chafe them, and ride, and you know what I'm saying? So share those things with them. Okay. Most importantly, hostess coaching. Now I know you guys are like, I thought we were talking about holiday parties. Sorry. With holiday parties, there are so many fun holiday games that you guys can incorporate. There's ones that have a bunch of different squares and they have to pick a square and they get like 5% off their order, or free shipping off their order of 50 or more. Or, I mean, there's so many things in the Zaya marketing group. Just go search for them and just do them in your parties over the next few months. Okay. I'm not going to give you guys exacts on those types of things because I used to not enjoy doing games in parties. I just was okay with doing lives and talking to the hostess and all that kind of stuff. Okay. But some people love to do games and love to do fun things. Okay. Like that. Not that I don't try to be fun, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. So go start looking for them now. There's so many things. All you have to do is click the search bar in the Zaya marketing group and type in holiday games or game, and all of the games that all these ladies have created will appear. Please don't recreate the wheel. If other people have done the work and they've shared it, use it. We are all too busy. Okay. Brianna, same type of games and things can be done in your VIP group. And if you search, honestly, if you go to Pinterest and you search VIP group engagement posts, there are so many. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Just Google, just go into Pinterest and they will appear like crazy. Or holiday direct sales games. Okay. All right. Hostess coaching. So ask her what pieces, items her guests would be most interested in learning more about. This is super, super important. Okay. What did you just say, Erin? I just asked my current hostess her favorite way to work out and she said eating tacos. All right. That's awesome. Is there a different group for game graphics or just in the Zaya? So the graphics I'm talking about is on the Zaya marketing group. So Zaya Life might have some, Zaya Gals might have some, the groups that you're in might have some, but I suggest the Zaya marketing because it is ginormous and it's all of the teams together. And so there's ladies in other teams that might have created something different and you might like it better. Okay. I don't bring my hostesses on live, but that's a great idea. I should probably start doing that. But do it, see how it goes. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't, try it a couple more times and get a feel for it. That's the thing with these businesses, you guys, especially with how I run my business, is I want you to do what works best for you. Your hostess might not want to come on live. She might want to come on live all the time. What I have found is if they're a really great hostess, they'll probably come on live on their own and they'll just share like crazy and they'll post games and okay. So do lives, okay? Yay, I love seeing this stuff. Okay. Your hostess has never tried Zayed. That's okay. She can say, I'm so excited to try this brand. Check out all these reviews from all these people. And you can share pictures with her for her to post. You can send her things from the Zayed marketing group for her to post. All that kind of stuff. All right. He went to basketball. Okay. So next, make sure she knows to individually invite her people. Do not do a group message. Do not add people in bulk. That's the fastest way to tick people off, okay? Send her the URL link to the party so it's easy for people to join the party. Do you guys all know how to do that? You go and click the shield up in the right-hand corner of the party on your phone. It'll open up a thing. You go to the bottom and it'll say share. You click that and you can copy the link. And then you go and you open up your phone to her phone number and you put your finger on it. You push down kind of hard and it auto-populates and then you send it to her, okay? And you tell her, text this to everyone you know so you can have a fantastic party, okay? Yay, I love what I'm seeing, you guys. You can definitely post pictures of customers and hostesses. You can share so many things, okay? Pre-recorded lives are fine too, but I will tell you the reason why we do lives is because of Facebook's algorithm. If you go live, it puts you to the top of people's notifications. And as soon as they open their phone, there's actually no control over it. If you're doing a live and they're in that party, you will appear and they'll have to like click out of the live to get out of it, okay? All right, these are important things. Ask your hostess to send reminder text to her guests or private messages, okay? She's got to do it a couple days before the party, like a week before the party, a couple days before the party, and then the day of the party. Haley, stop. Okay, then make sure she knows that she has to engage in this party. She has to like and comment. The more she engages, the more her guests will. Okay, so here are some scripts for Facebook Lives. Okay, there's also a closing Facebook Live. Okay. So this is the part that I want to talk about. Keeping your party shorter than longer is actually better. Excitement fades after 2 days. So make sure your close date is not more than 2 days after your Facebook party. So I'm kind of torn on this. I agree with this because I do feel like people get on, they're excited, and then they're kind of like, wah, wah. So I love this part. I'm looking at the Wix in case you are too. You can offer a special incentive for anyone who orders on the opening day or night. I actually think that could be really, really good. I've never tried it before. I found this when I was doing some research for this for you guys too. So I think that if you can get people to just place those orders sooner than later, it really helps you with your mentality, the party mentality. You're like, oh my gosh, we're already halfway to our goal. We're doing so awesome. Like those are really good things, okay? So other things you can offer you to help them to check out over the phone or on Messenger, okay? Don't forget to post your link to shop. You can also offer one-on-one personal shopping experiences through video chats. You can do video chats through Messenger. There's so many ways to do this, okay? Follow up with everyone who attended the lives in person, okay? Anybody who watched your live, they like actually are paying attention. So text them and message them, friend them, build that relationship with them, okay? I will answer these questions in just a second. Hang on. Okay, follow up with everyone who was unable to attend the Facebook party and let them know that they can still watch the videos. Now, this is why I try to keep my videos shorter than longer, okay? So if you do one about leggings, you can go and tag her and say, I'll tag you in the video on leggings, and you can just watch that. It's a quick 5-minute video. It'll help answer any questions about leggings. Or here's the video, the opening video talks about bras. You can go back here, watch this one, okay? Let's see. And then make sure if there's anything that they're looking at specifically, you can even go and tag them in those posts, okay? Follow-up scripts, tons of them on here, okay? You guys can look at all those. Now, remember, the fortune is in the follow-up, okay? And this goes back to a couple of these questions over here, is what is a good average online party sales goal? It depends on the hostess and what she wants. I would say my average parties do between $200 to $400. Sometimes I can get the hostess to push to 600, but it depends on her. So I just kind of have to fill that out, and how much messaging I do. I have done a party in an event and I didn't like it. And I'm not sure if you heard the first part of this, Sarah, but I just had 2 old hostesses decide to host again. And it was nice because I could just go back to their groups, and I just started the party again, which was really nice. So I don't like events, but if you do them in an event. I've done both. I tried both, and I prefer a group. Okay. Let's see. Chelsea said, I used to have hostesses do personal invites and messages, but I found they got overwhelmed. What do you do about that? So if she's getting overwhelmed, I would think, honestly, she could have been an exception. I don't know how many parties you've done, but she can do like a messenger thread and have everybody on there and just say, hey ladies, I added you to this messenger thread. I'm going to be throwing a party. Who of you would like to be added? She can individually ask people on there. I honestly don't know how many people would get overwhelmed by that, texting people. But if you can tell that they're going to get a little bit overwhelmed, just have them do the post to social media. They might not have very many people show up, but there's not a ton that you can do. So, yeah, I actually have not heard that they've gotten overwhelmed, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe she was trying to answer a bunch of questions and she didn't really know, but I don't know. So, okay. Do you guys have any other questions? I'm sorry. This was all about Facebook parties, but just know that if you're wanting to incorporate more holiday stuff, you can. So take what you kind of got from Blair's thing the other night, as far as like, let me do some, one-on-ones through Messenger. I can call you and we can do a live chat and I can show you specific pieces that you're interested in. There's lots of ways to incorporate holiday sales through this. You could do fun things around Thanksgiving and around Cyber Monday in your parties. Don't think that just because it's a party, you can't incorporate those things. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, my kids. I always have children in my calls. Like, no joke, you guys. I don't know what is with my life. Okay. Okay, the group messages work for me. The hostess added a bunch of people to message thread and people who didn't want to receive notes. Yes, that's perfect, Danielle. I'm glad you mentioned that. So you can just do like a messenger thread off of Facebook where it's a little more private and it's just more intimate between her and her close friends and family. And then if they don't want to have any more information about it, they can just hop off. Has dogs, cats, children. I don't know. It's always crazy. Okay. So as far as the deals, you guys, I have not heard anything. All I can go off of is what we have been given in the past. As of right now, usually the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, it's usually a pretty good launch, but I'm not 100% positive. So don't take that as the gospel, please. So they usually try to give us tons of items for us to sell. Usually they have done stuff on Cyber Monday and they have done stuff for, I believe, Small Business Saturday. Oh, good, Stephanie. I'm glad you just said that. Yes. And then December 17th is the last day to order for Christmas delivery. So that after the 17th is where you can start pushing gift cards and saying, buy a gift card. And if you spend $50 on a gift card, you'll get $10 to spend in January. Okay. You guys got to start thinking during the holiday season of what you see retailers doing. And I know you guys can't do everything that big retailers do, but you can offer small things to help get your business to maintain through the holidays, okay? So if you go and push for a ton of parties, don't think that because they don't want to do one in November or December that you're like, well, I can't get any parties booked, okay? Instead, work your VIP group. Work them like crazy, okay? You have customers right there. See if any of those VIPers want to be a hostess, okay? And let them know that you're only going to do the party. You could say, I'm only going to do the party for 2 days. I'm trying to get 4 parties booked next week, and I'm going to do them for 2 days. And you could do, it would be really fast and you might go crazy, but you could go 2-day parties and get 4 of them done, you know, and just say, it's only going to be 2 days. We're going to like just get as much as we can into this, and then we'll be done. Okay. So there's ways to do things to get people excited, to just get the momentum and the movement going. Okay. Oh, yay, Kayla. That's awesome. Yes. I love offering small things like $10 gift cards. It's crazy what people will do for $10 gift cards. So do it. All right. Is there any other questions? I hope this was helpful. You guys are amazing. Keep going. Get the parties booked. Don't worry about the result. Do the work and the results will come. It's planting those seeds. Okay. Yay. Wow. Sherry just said she focused and got 4,000 in sales in the last 3 days. Maybe you should be talking. Holy moly. Okay. You should probably come on and unmute yourself and tell us how you got the ball rolling. Sherry Listecki, who I'm probably saying your name wrong. That's amazing. Okay. So one of my favorite things is if you don't have anything happening in your business, go book a party. When was the last time you had people over to your house to try the clothes? Okay. When was the last time? I can tell you guys when the last time was for me. It was a year and a half ago. It's probably time for me to do, and I'm actually doing a home party next week. Okay. That's a really long time. So invite people over into your home. Be social. It's the holidays. Offer them, I don't know, a big hug and a glass of cheer. I don't know. Do something, okay? Oh, that's awesome, Julie. Okay. Just take the clothes with you. Something that I was going to suggest with you guys too, and this is not related to my topic, but I'm making these little packs for when I'm around family. Okay. So it's just a clothing bag. I'm putting a catalog in it. Catalog. I'm putting this little thingy about our quality. I don't even know what you call this. Trifold thing. I don't know. And then where's my, where did it go? Okay. And then the thing that talks about the little booklet that talks about becoming a rep and joining. Then I'm going to stick a bra in here. And if I can fit a legging, I'm going to put a legging in here. So I'm going to have a small legging and a small bra. Then I'm going to have another pack with a large legging and a large bra. And I'm going to let people take the size that they need and try it on. And then I'm going to either have them buy it from me or I'm going to go and pick it up from them and find out what they really want. Okay. So if they take it and they love it, they're going to have to Venmo me or PayPal me. Okay. You guys are going to be around a ton of family and friends over the next 2 months. You've got to think of ways to carry your business with you besides just having it on your body. Okay. Lots of ways to share this. Okay. Just be friendly, be a nice person, wear the clothes. If you have other brands that you're wearing that are at your house, sell those clothes right now on your neighborhood garage sale site and take that money and buy some Zaya. Okay. All right. You guys can do this. Oh, good, Paula. I would do a bomber bra and a pocket light and tight. They're the 2 most affordable, most commonly purchased items. And they pretty much fit everybody. Okay. So I love the light and tights. They're $59. I can tell them it's a tummy tuck for $60. And this is a great supportive bra for $31. Super affordable. And if you buy both of them from me, you can give them like a little deal. Like if you buy the bra and the legging, what does that retail? I'll give it to you for like 80 bucks or 85 bucks. I don't know. It depends on how much you want to take off of it. Okay. So I think I just did the math on that wrong. Did I do the math on that wrong? No, it was 90. Yeah. So it's up to you how you want to do that. Okay. So think of ways to get this brand out there. Sorry, that was totally not supposed to be on the call. Okay, but I love you guys. Have a great night. And just be excited. Your excitement will literally ignite fires in other people. Okay, put a smile on your face, do some personal development, listen to some rap music like Ellie does, and just get out there and share this. Okay. All right. You're welcome, ladies. I sure love you. Go do a live right now. Share your excitement. Share that you're hungry for pumpkin pie. I don't know. Just go out and do something. Okay. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.